and let's see how it's going to go. Because also, now it's Immersion. He is still playing a somewhat specialty hero, of course, but it's not one of those super active playmakers until you have 15-minute mark, right? The Techies does take a bit more time to ramp up, and I think he was the absolute key to success for Into the Breach last game.
Yeah, we'll see if he can sort of find that similar type of success. Here in this next one is, well, Otaker runs into Sumail and Amar and everybody else.
Hello.
And then backs away right away afterwards. They're getting set up for potentially a meld hit there from Sumail, but I don't know if they're actually going to go for the fight.
They're all 5 in the area here. It is under a ward.
Dude, it could happen.
So Into the Breach, they do see Kuroki and Amar and MC, so they should know that this is happening. Well, on the other side, though, they also do have a ward to be able to see Into the Breach. Of course, on that high ground.
They're going to get at least 2, though, if they don't move around. I mean, they'll get 3, actually, on Into the Breach.
Yeah, I think they should start moving back to their lanes. Send the Rubik and the Mars to bully out that Brood. Should be able to get... It should be a 2 for 2, maybe even 3 for Nigma, if they're able to set up around here. Up top, that is.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, yeah, it looks like it is just going to be a 2 for 2. Ooh. Yeah, Zibe runs out of there. So I think it's really impressive. You know, obviously, Nigma Galaxy not playing the way that, you know, they wanted to, I think, in that last game. Switch things up a lot here in this next one. But Into the Breach, too, it's for this young team, it's really cool to see them have this type of success here. You know, this early in the DPC, again, you know, we got to hear from Kadaro and some of the things that he was talking about leading up into the beginning of the season and what he felt like his team's expectations were.
We were preparing really hard, and now we're ready. I feel like we're gonna learn while playing, and it is a good experience so far.
Dude, it's
lots of learning.
Lots of learning, and I mean, maybe they don't need to learn. They just took down Nigma. Game number 1. Who knows?
Yeah, and it's their own style. And again, they're doing it with their own style. Sure, some of these heroes are a bit more popular, but PL techies, like these are specialty heroes. They're all about like the hero playing them. So let's see how these end up going down to PL. Going to be off to a bit of a slower start, and yeah, he is into a ton of counters, as we were saying. You know, that Underlord, even the Mars, even the TA could potentially just itemize to be able to deal with him. But Otaker, this is his style. It's his specialty. He's like the Terrorblade, the Lycan, the PL, Naga Siren. He's all about like, the summons and illusions. So if he saw a purpose for this PL, perhaps it could work out nicely for them, as GH only gets the 1 creep there with the pull.
I wasn't sure if that was on purpose or not, but the range creep at least is taken away there. So that's something to see. And Supreme facing off against Sumail there and already having a pretty good time, although I guess this is 3 creeps that are coming into the TA, which should even things up, bringing it back to 10-2 versus the 8-1.
I feel like I never get to see this matchup anymore. It used to be super TA favored, but times have changed a little bit. Pretty sure it does still go in the favor of the TA as the levels come out, as GH getting chased out. He has 10 stick and a Fairy Fire, though.
Yeah, he's still going to take a beating, but that was all the leap charges used.
Yeah.
Kadar also taking some damage from those Hellbears along the way. But yeah, interesting dynamic in game number 1. I want to see how this Techies does down bottom in particular, and you can see already slowing down and throwing out those sticky bombs continuously onto Amar, along with the Zibe hits, those Silken Bolas. Super annoying to play against.
Yeah, it's just difficult for you to really get a blast off. If Kuroki's quick, he can always get the lift mid-air onto the Techies. If he pre-clicks him from like the tree line and stuff like that, it's a lot easier too. So see if he does get any connections onto Amar.
It's interesting to me. I feel like a lot of times when we're watching these Brood lanes, they play a lot around Insatiable Hunger, but you can see in this lane, it's all the magic nukes. That's what they're trying to level up and just spam at them.
Yeah, maybe at 3 you could see the Hunger put in, but usually just the second point in Spin Web, and then they perhaps go back for the Hunger. But yeah, he's bringing it to the Mars, and they're actually out harassing significantly.
He's not going to be a happy camper on old Amar there.
It is also, you know, they do actually have 2 ways to do it. I didn't get to say it quick, but yeah, they have the lift, and they also have Amar's all of his spells to stop the Techies also. Any movement displacement, if he catches a mid blast off, will cancel it right away. So if they time it, they should be able to. Oh, he actually does put that point in Insatiable. So he's going to be able to do excellent down here, as you've been seeing.
Spamming out, just continuing to right-click Kuro too, as well as Amar this entire time. Immersion, he's played many different iterations of this Techies, as Sumail in the mid lane starting to definitely even things up here and get the hurt feeling onto Supreme.
Yeah, it gets worse and worse for Ember. Like, as soon as level 4 comes down to level 5, then you start actually getting bullied. If you get hit by the meld hit, you actually just have to back up from the lane and just wait till that debuff does expire as Sumail with the bottle. Both of them will get the rune. They actually glyph.
Yeah, I guess Supreme didn't want his wave pushing into his tower. Can they get it?
They got the lift.
Oh,
they actually both did it. He lifted and speared him as he was in midair, so the damage didn't connect onto Kuro.
That would have been enough there potentially for the kill, but not going to happen, as Immersion has 2 points up in the sticky bomb. So this is the adjustment. It used to be if you couldn't play around Blast Off, this hero was basically dead, but now having 2 points up in that spell, it's doing a ton of damage on such a low cooldown.
He actually connected it onto both heroes there too. That was nice. And he does have, they have so much mana down here too, right? That's the thing about laning versus Mars. He feeds you stick charges. He's always just rebuking. So you see him as like an offlaner, you always see that stick picked up, but as in this position, it's even better for Jibe and for Immersion. Is only 16 last hits on Amar right now. He's really getting bullied.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's part of the problem when you pick this Mars first. Like, in theory, it's a flex hero. Realistically, with this team, Amar is playing it every time he gets a chance, it feels like.
I mean, Amar, he keeps stepping. He's going to have to bring regen or a raindrop or something down here. He's got a bracer plus some tangos coming out, but he is dropping unbelievably low. Another nuke and another sticky bomb, and he might just go down.
Yeah, has to use the spear just to get back and away. But Courier is coming in right now. And that one, gims out a couple of extra tangos, actually switches into his backpack. Is he walking all the way home?
He might have to. He doesn't have I thought he was going to bring like raindrop and something like that to at least absorb the damage, but he's got the double bracer, which you don't really see traditionally built in the safe lane. This is like an off lane build from the safe lane.
Now, to be fair, everybody else from Nigma Galaxy appears to be doing pretty well, which is going to be a little bit of a help for this side right now.
For sure. I mean, he's always going to be able to just park himself in the lane of the Brood. Yeah. If he's got levels, he can just rebuke the spiders to kind of stop the push. And yeah, Sumail is really starting to dominate that matchup as they're making rotation for Rune. Also GH in the area.
Immersion throws out one. Not going to do a lot to the TA with Refraction already up. But does get a slow at least for a second. But yeah, MC is completely dominating up top here, and O-Taker is not going to have a very simple time dealing with him.
No, it's going to be a much slower start for the PL compared to the Lycan this time around. I think we actually see the Ember. Supreme, he's filling up, going back to base.
Dude, Amar is level 3.
Yeah, he's just getting bullied.
Crap. He can't do anything. This Techies is like gotta be so frustrating to play against right now.
And now they have Arcane Boots, so the spam will continue. I'm really surprised he didn't bring Raindrop. I think it's one of the most valuable items you can have currently in the game, but they will connect with Jibe.
Spear.
But he's just gonna heal.
Yeah, the insatiable hunger. Hard to deal with, and if he keeps on sticking around here, they're going to have more spam for him, but Ox just out of range of that one. Still trading hits with Zibe. Could see some rotations now, too. Level 6 is there for Ember.
Yeah, he already used the TP, though. He did refill in mid. He used this, Remnant in lane and then TP back to refill. And now he's actually getting pressured. Sumail won't be able to left. But bottom.
Spear goes on in. Silence connects onto both of them, and he's able to live on the spider. Trying to get out of there. He's going to be fine. Oh, wow. With GH making the rotation too. Oh, that one hurts.
Yeah, Amar is still at 19. He's been at 19 last hits for the last, 3 minutes, I think. Something like that. Or between 16 and 19. Now he's got the wave pushing in, and since they've pushed the Brute slightly out, we'll be able to guarantee himself a couple more last hits. Him and the PL are having one of the rougher times I've seen in safe lane.
Yeah. Offlaners definitely getting their dream plays go on right now. As you can see, the 8-minute runes currently in contention.
Sumail, the refraction charge is too much for Kidaro to handle. Rune, where's it going to be?
And
it's a haste.
Oh, and Supreme gets it. Very well played. Oh my god, he's trying to go back in.
He's thinking about it. They've got the techies moving in.
Has the bottle. The chase is there. Gets up close to Sumail. Burns through the refractions. They already have it. Has to dodge some of the damage. Great blast off onto everybody, but do they have the follow-up? Supreme chases. That's actually first blood taken by Kuro. His immersion goes down. Sumail barely able to live through that.
That was so close. That was an interesting little interaction thing too. I think the snowball, he ended it. I don't know, that was something weird that happened there with the snowball.
Yeah.
Like with the techies jumping in, I guess he landed right on top of them when he was doing it, but.
This turns into a 1v1 down bottom. Mark can't really come and contest. And this is very close to having level 6 on that Brood. As MC is denying everything right now.
Yeah, he's just right in the face. I mean, both, yeah, we just said both of these safe laners, 29-5, they're stuck. But PL, we are seeing having a little bit better of a time as the snowball comes in a bit deep. No level and change though, GH is okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, 9 minutes. And the Underlord definitely doing the best right now out of everybody on the map. And will have access to, you know, that Fiend's Gate a little bit later on for some of these pretty aggro plays we can maybe expect.
Yeah, and he's got good itemization. He can do this game too. He has, I mean, I could even see potential. I mean, we never really see the item, but Crimson Guard is a possibility. Sometimes versus PL if he feels like it's a game for it. Right now, I just see him queuing up just some like regen and stuff like that. Just auras.
Yeah.
He's gonna go to Reefs probably.
Level 6 for the Spider. More spam to try and contend with. And Snowball onto Kadaro. Gets the leap out of there. Hello, hello.
Leap again. Oh, he's right in that tree spot. GH is... Oh, he
found
sees him.
He just, okay, I'll back away over there.
Next shards.
Okay, and TP out.
He's okay.
And
both of those safe laners, Otaker not getting bullied out, but you're seeing them struggle so much. Mars actually does get bullied out again. Amar, he can't stay down there.
Yeah. So much emphasis being put on trying to shut down these safe laners at this point in the game. And, I mean, I guess the thing to me that feels sort of weird about that is Mars sometimes a much more aggressive hero. We're used to seeing this happen a little bit more to PL, but it's just, was it just the strength of the lane that they had down bottom pretty much, and the spam?
Just too much spam. Yeah, I think Amar just didn't expect how much damage he was going to be dealing, and he doesn't have that like raindrop or the stick to kind of absorb or get anything benefit when they do spam onto him. So yeah, he gets bullied out, but he's not really the carry this game, right? It's the TA. So him having a little bit of a rough start, he's playing off lane from the safe lane kind of in a way. So it's not the worst situation in the world for them because they have this TA. But looking at this play up top, GH
chase down here.
He'll be alright. Arrow will whiff. Looking at what they're doing, actually, we see these sentry wards on the map on the side of the Radiant. They've actually blocked the Ancients. So a couple of times now we've seen, I think the Rubik Kuroki tried to stack. They do have 2 stacks, but then it's been blocked afterwards. So good movements, preempting the TA, just going to back up and farm. And so far, Supreme, even though he's in that tough matchup mid, he's almost tied with the TA. He's like 500 gold behind. MC wants to stop this tower push. We'll be able to.
Yeah, one in for the deny, but wasn't able to get it in time. And now, showing up in this lane, I mean, sort of a weird position to be in, because you have
awkward.
Both of these heroes kind of in the same area.
Amar is so... I mean, he's still level 5. Otaker at least is level 7 on the side of Into the Breach, but Amar...
Yeah, he has really been shut down. And, I mean, depending on how this goes... Like, you've used one of your really good avenues to come and try and get a counter gank going.
Jibe is doing a nice job with his spider micro, just to point out, his GH.
Down low, tries to get out of there, turns, doesn't get the punch off in time. That would have been a nice little swing. As Supreme pops it, has a remnant to go to, and we'll get out of there.
Ooh, I got a little bit of lag there. I'm not sure what it was. I think it might have been something with spiders, because I also got like a huge frame rate lag for a second. I checked to see if Amar hit them or not, but I don't think he did. Zimba has just been kind of master microing with his spiders, like splitting them up into 3 different like delta splits.
Yeah, and has the mech now too, so the beginnings of this stuff. You can, you know, again, see coming into this what we thought this series was going to be like with the esportsbet.io odds they had for it. Very much into the favor of Nigma, but Into the Breach had looked solid in game number 1, still very even in this one. What do you think is going to be the thing that separates out who starts to take the advantage in the mid game here? What's sort of the conditions that each team's trying to hit?
Oh, just that I feel like Into the Breach is going to be able to play pretty aggressive with the way that they've shut down Amar so hard, right? I mean, now he's hit level 7, but the way that they can start to pressure the map and allow them the space to happen for the PL might allow a Taker to become that overwhelming PL, because... You know, we don't see the hero too often, but perhaps, you know, into TA, if he's able to separate the fights away from the Underlord and the Mars as this PL, he will eat TA. Like, if he's ahead, he's just going to be able to get on top of him, and those illusions will overwhelm it, but has to play the fights really carefully about kiting around the Underlord. So, Enigma, they do have answers, but Into the Breach are still looking pretty good in this early game.
And as you said, immediately they send that Underlord down there, which obviously great to be able to hold against the Broodmother, but it also means he can't be involved in like these fights and trying to sort of bully back Otaker. He's now taking over the jungle, can probably go to the lane, be pretty free there.
Feels like, okay, I was going to say, it feels like they have to start moving with Amar a little bit if they want to make any active plays on the map. Otherwise, it's Rubik and Tusk alone looking to make plays. It's just awkward, so see if they can find any big move here. We'll find Otaker. It's already doppeled.
Oh, catches him. Spear is there. And now in some trouble. Does he have any way to get out of here? Tries to jump. The stomp is there. And eventually, they manage to get the kill. Kuro brings him down.
Centaur Conqueror turns against him. I thought the other one, I actually thought the Hellboy would have gotten the kill, but it also collapsed at the same time, so
okay.
It was close. But that means they still stack, so a good aggressive move, and Amar is able to catch himself back up in the jungle here.
Exactly what Nigma needed at that point in time.
Yep.
And GH, he's ready to be up here too now, so if anybody does come back into this lane, they've got 3 heroes capable of fighting Supreme. Tumbler's Toy, root there. Looks for the silence if they want to. MC taking so much damage from this. Sumail tries to stop it. The Techies is gone. Stolen Mines, though.
It's a big steal.
That is a real big one for Kuro.
The amount of damage these do on a Rubik is pretty ridiculous because you get the magic resistance reduction, plus you also have your spell amp from them too. So they really hurt if he's able to connect with a couple of them, and they do have some setup, of course, from the Mars.
We'll watch if he wants to go for that type of a play here.
He's going to be able to survive too.
Drops him down, gets the kill on the wards. Oh, tries again. They kill off the mine, and yeah, Kuro's just going to die. Dude, that's so frustrating.
He didn't get to use him. Oh, man. And they even killed. The only one he used, they killed. Bullies.
Doppelganger to get away. Taker gets the little Phantom Rush. And MC, GH still chasing, but won't connect on to PL.
He's still farming fine. Obviously, he's 1,000 over Amar. He's able to farm at that faster pace. And Amar seems to be, he doesn't really, it feels like he doesn't really know where he wants to be moving around. They want to fight around mid, but it's awkward at the moment with the way Into the Breach is all set up.
And Rubik's still being dead right now. They're waiting for him to respawn, most likely. The Spider's in the area. If they find chains, it's definitely going to be an arrow to follow. And Amar hanging out over in the trees, but I mean, yeah.
He's just watching. He can't really do much of it by himself. So yeah, tower just drops. Now the Spider Micro will scout. Sumail's still huge, right? And he's that carry from the mid lane. Deso is finished up.
But blocking out the Ancients with the Spiders there. Super annoying to play against.
Jibba's Micro is on point right now.
He's having a really good one.
Yeah, he's scouting. He's not allowing the rebuke to happen. I mean, if I've been pulling up the CS on the Mars, he's at 74. That usually tells to me that he's gotten almost no Spiders whatsoever. Keeping themselves in a really good position this game. 1K gold lead. It's barely that. But all the space in the world for the PL to get this farm. And if Otaker, you know, he wanted this as a last pick. He sees that win condition for it. He's able to get that farm consistent. It's looking nice. But now, with that Deso on Sumail, this rush looks like it's going to just go down for free.
And at the same time, Amar looking for a kill here on the Kadaro. Moonlight Shadow. Spear is there. Will get that finish.
That's a big solo kill.
That was really nice by him.
It's while his team is doing Roche as well, too, so it's not expected, I don't think, from Into the Breach.
So yeah, Nigma Galaxy managed to claim a big kill, and now going to take down Roshan. So Aegis onto the TA, and weren't able to get another big thing at the same time. No tower taken down on the bottom side of the map. The big thing that Into the Breach still have is their mid-tier one.
Yeah. And they do actually also have now, it's 15, we passed the 15-minute mark, so Techie's Shard is online, so the hero now unlocks its actual potential. I think this hero is annoying to play against once they're like the sticky bomb max, but once you've got Shard, it's a whole new hero. So you're actually able to play around this 15-minute time in GH.
Dude, look at all these Spiders right on top of him. Snowball.
He's going deep.
Chase in trouble. Still, the Supreme Ember is in position to come in and fight this. The Fiend's Gate is down. Immersion ready with that stun if they want to go back in. But no, it's just going to be the Spider fallen. And see, appreciating what GH was doing there. Gives up his life for the kill on to the Brood.
I like it. And then Mind Control takes the portal back up. He's back on the map to be able to pressure and play around Mars. So a little bit of a bait play there, perhaps, from GH getting his life. who's playing like the 5 Tusk.
Right.
In this game, it seems like. He's got to still have Blink maybe at a good timing, but yeah, good little bait play. Much more worth it to get a Brood than a Tusk.
Kuro? Oh no.
Kuro,
oh no. Yeah, the taser, and then they come on in at the end with Supreme to finish off the trouble. And Arrow to follow. He's in trouble. Sumail gone. So that's the Aegis down. Don't know if they're going to try and stick around for more. GH is snowballing, but Supreme, he's already remnanted away. Amar still chasing this, but they won't be able to find anything here, most likely. Root onto 2, sticky bomb, and then the back away.
All I'm seeing here is distraction. They're forcing so much attention. Otaker's just like, yum, yum, yum. Perfect job, guys. My Manta's going to be getting ready soon. He is really starting to pull quite a far ahead. He is 2,300 gold ahead of the Mars, and now
the Remnant, the snowball there for the save. Still doing a ton of damage, and all this time chasing around Supreme. It's not doing what they need to do. No, space making at its finest. Sumail, he needs the help. He needs them to come in to protect him. And yeah, Otaker's just getting the freest time in the world on this PL, who is going to soon surpass that net worth, the top net worth that is. Wow. Nigma, they found moments in this game that look pretty good. Still a lot of worries about the PL. For you, is it like feeling sort of go with the gank squad, try and find some fight or something like that? What's sort of the remedy for this, I guess? Or what's the thought process that Nigma are probably going to be looking to do here over the next couple of minutes?
I mean, they probably want to try to hunt the PL at some points, but honestly, Into the Breach is playing their draft really nicely. The way that they're pressuring map, it's not giving the opportunities for them to have any avenue there, right? Bottom, there's Spiders constantly shoving. Supreme pushing the limits of his hero, shoving mid lane out constantly. And then the PL is just free farming jungle and then going up top. So, I mean, for Nigma, it's just not easy for them to force anything after they've lost the Aegis like that.
Right.
So it's going to be probably BKB timing for them, and it's just going to be a big go time once they have that. But have to be cautious. 1 or 2 mistakes.
Oh, and that is always so frustrating. Like, Immersion hits the smoking gank train coming down bottom with his mines.
They're covering all their bases. That's really good awareness from Into the Breach. He's even kind of expecting this to come out here. Sumail.
Oh my god.
They break the smoke on high ground and then it's an illusion.
Oh, that was really well done. Kuro, he's going to get left behind. Gets dropped into the breach. Playing this really, really well.
Really clean. Yeah, look, they even ping. Like, he's like, my smoke broke. You know, I thought it was the PL, but it's just on the high ground techies that's just reading the play from that earlier mine that he did.
Well, you mentioned the BKB timings. They have it now on Amar. Also have it completed onto TA. We'll see if this is going to be their window to try and make the fight happen. But until they get, like, Blink Dagger on Tusk and, I mean, maybe Atos or something like that on Underlord, it's feeling pretty rough to make these fights happen.
Yeah, they can't really catch much of anything because Supreme is just really bodying them and bullying them with the way he's playing with his remnants. Yeah, I mean, they've got BKBs to fight, but can't actually force any situation. And Tusk, GH is close to it. They're trying to let him finish it off, but he's constantly under duress. They're always looking for him.
Yeah. Well, Tier 2 tower starting to fall. And
it's getting whittled down. Spiders.
Mar moves on in, takes out a bunch of them. The rest of Into the Breach in the area. Moonlight Shadow going on. Now they're just going to back away again. They don't have to take this fight. But, I mean, to be honest, if they fight up in this area, there are a lot of techies mines around.
Yeah, they don't want to fight around the Tier 2. Now GH Blink is done. Go time. Nigma, they got to find something big because, yeah, just getting out-farmed, getting out-maneuvered around the map.
They run into techies mines everywhere, too.
Every single time.
That's got to be so annoying. Oh, they run away immediately.
And now there's even an Ember with the BKB, so unlikely for you to be able to kill him, too.
They send in the Spiders, try and crash the server a little bit there with the TA proc, but, man.
Gabe, they're reading the map. They're reading every move from Nigma because of this techies. He is being such a nuisance.
It's really cool stuff to see that. I mean, that's the thing, right, is that, like, techies used to be annoying because you would just die. Now it's annoying because he sort of anticipates where you're at.
And now they're looking to get aggressive. They're looking to make a hit.
And do they know that this is coming? MC, the one that spots him for just a moment there. Chains onto a few. Looking for that arrow. It's in, and it connects onto Sumail. Snowball, it's over onto the Techies. Not sure if that's going to be enough, as Supreme has already killed off Kuro. Now Control onto the Tusk, up on the high ground. Sumail wants to make what happen he can.
They got Supreme.
Spear's going to connect, and that's what they needed. Mechanism, everything else dropped, but it's not enough to save Supreme. Zibe has to run away. And they keep on going, though. Taker's still there.
They're just poking. They've got the shard on the PL, who's now starting to get involved. They're poking from a high ground, but Nigma, they bring the numbers. They were super ready for that there. And poor Techies just jumps into his death, and Supreme played a little bit too aggressive. He had to commit a bit too much to actually get the Rubik kill. And now goes the other way. Nigma, they're going to be able to probably set up onto this tower.
I mean, that's the thing that's interesting, right? So many of the Into the Breach good moments were by virtue of, like, ways that they were dodging the fights. When the fights actually happen, Nigma looked good.
Yeah, and it's when Nigma has the BKBs, too. They didn't really have to even use them at all, because they got that snowball save initially from GH. Now,
Amar getting whittled down a lot.
The PL shard is doing work. It forces a BKB.
Yeah, and if he keeps on chasing like this could be really hard to deal with. Has already used Doppelganger. Throws out another one, burning through the mana of MC. And the chase, the sticky bomb didn't connect that time. Arrow just a little off the mark. When the fights happen, it looks good for Nigma. When they can poke and prod and do these little annoying things into the breach, they're the ones that are more happy, it feels like.
They have a very good lineup for that poke and prod. Ember most Ember lineups with Mirana, they're going to be able to force and poke for BKB, so that's probably the name of the game for Into the Breach. Poke, force a BKB, back up, reset, then reinitiate when they do have an opportunity. If they full commit into these BKBs, into this Mars ulti, then yeah, Nigma's probably likely to take most of those fights. Yeah, so far. Bit of a quiet one, 7-7, less than 2K, but Otaker, he's getting closer and closer toward a heart, which is going to cause, massive problems. Then they're probably, sure they've got Firestorm to be able to deal with the illusions a little bit, but a Mars damage will be negligible.
I think they both work.
I think they both work.
They sound great.
They sound cool.
I love
They'll
it.
do a lot. It'll be a lot weaker because they'll have a lot more help. Supreme, they've got
catch
the chase
here.
down.
Oh, the Remnant away. Oh, he gets out of there just barely. They have the Fiend's Gate down, run through it on MC. And, well, Otaker, he is going to keep on whittling away at these heroes as they retreat. Oh, this is Death Valley right here. You got to get out. This dangerous place to hang out at as they burn through a bunch of the mana. And even that right there, right? Like, forcing out the Guardian Greaves to make sure that you have enough mana to cast things, it just makes it annoying playing against this PL.
Yeah, because then he doesn't have the Greaves to, like, dispel the chains, and then he gets hit from an arrow combo or something like that.
Right.
If they can poke and constantly force, that's the key to success for Into the Breach.
Almost have the Blink Dagger next for Amar. He had a Shiva's queued up for a little bit.
I'm glad he didn't go for that. I think they need a secondary form of catch. You can't just rely on your Tusk jumping every single time. And quickly to point out also, nice Remnant dodges from Supreme. I think we have to give him credit. Because I think he even dodged that last
the second hit.
Yeah.
That might have been enough to kill him.
Would have been close. Roche, about 1 minute.
Oh. Blink reveal on the spiders. Got him there. A couple of mines laid out.
Lots of mines. GH gonna walk into 3 of them.
Oh my god, dude.
Affirmative, says Kadaro.
Yeah. No fear.
They need to do that though. Like these they need to walk through these mines, clear the area, because Roche is the next most important thing for that TA.
Well, and they have one of the best heroes in the game for it in the TA.
Sure.
Refraction, super good, but I mean, the problem is that if you're running your TA in Division, that also feels a little weird.
Definitely. Farm, though, continuing to get into the favor of Into the Breach. All this downtime, PL.
Yeah.
It's soon a heart.
I will say, you know, Sumail playing on this TA, we've seen TAs become like an impossibly hard to deal with carry also over the past couple of years.
Yeah, just not into PL, right? Like these illusion heroes, they can cause TA massive problems. So
Spear back, immersion. He's in trouble and going to get brought down. Now Kuro, he has the mines. Oh, is he going to get killed again?
Okay, he's good. Maybe.
Well, no. He got 2 down.
I mean, that was a sick play from Supreme.
That was really cool.
Nice little remnant.
The shard is super hard to deal with. And a Cloak of Flames now there for the PL.
Let's see how they commit into this Roche soon. They're going to start to want to whittle it down shortly. They also have the shard picked up on these on the TA early this game, so eyes on those silences, onto that Ember Spirit, or even on Techies. Pretty strong. And they're going to start.
Now, this is right about to be heart time for the PL. He's
so farmed.
200 gold away from it. Arrow goes out, connects onto Roche, sending in the PL illusion. So it's going to be here for the Roche fight.
Yeah, they can't just they can't commit into it. All of into the breach in the area. Limited remnants on Supreme, but if he does get a kill or two, he will be able to replenish those.
There's an interesting dynamic that always goes on in these fights too, with the Underlord playing down bottom and then Fiends gating in. And Zibe can actually follow him through there, which might be interesting as like a way to get into the fight if the Roche fight breaks out.
Nigma, they want to get a catch to set up for this Roche.
Good vision. Now, if the smoke wears out, there is kind of a sneaky ward over in the area for Into the Breach.
Will they run into a mine? This is the test also.
Careful, careful. They walk uphill on top of all of each other, but the Remnant away, they get out. Otaker, though, he's hard, he's fine, and Sumail, he's right on top of him, he's dead! Oh, the spear, it didn't connect the way they needed it to. The control is there. Onto Kuro, tries to force that to get away. The server's slightly breaking from all the spiders.
Oh, PL's online.
But it is much too much right now for Nigma Galaxy. And they do not have what they need at this point.
Oh god, and a PL now getting Roche. Otaker might just have done it with this farm. Into the breach. They've stalled, they've bought time, they've pressured with all of their heroes, giving the time for Otaker to just become this monster. And now he is that monster. You see how fast this TA gets shredded right in the midst of everything. It looks like it perhaps could be an okay fight from Nigma until that PL shows up and just kills everybody instantly.
It was really impressive. You can see here again, Supreme so close. GH was right on top of him with a sleight of fist to get out.
So he dies so fast. The BKB gets popped, but who cares?
Right. And I mean, that's one of those things too. MC, like he was almost there, like a couple seconds earlier, and he gets that root down. And then maybe Sumail has a way to get out of there because the arena's up and all the rest of it, but it just didn't happen. Arena couldn't keep them separated.
Oh boy, now they have massive issues. They probably couldn't even kill the PL once with the heart. Now he's got Aegis. He also picks up an Elven Tunic, I believe, right before that fight too. So little bits of evasion that's going to be problematic. And he's got the Butterfly queued up too. 82%. It's starting to feel like that very quickly that there's going to just be no answer for this PL.
The percent seeming to increase before our eyes as it continues to go down. Yeah, this is looking very good for Into the Breach. They have come in with a plan. They've come in with their own style, and they've shown that, yeah, they've still got a lot to prove here, and they're making it happen. Very impressed with Into the Breach.
I love the way that they played around like their four heroes. Just PL makes, like PL, you're chilling, we make space. Now, I mean, Jibe is soon to have a Hex as well, so these fights are definitely going to get more and more complicated, really, for the side of Nigma's, falling further and further behind. Amar, he's 3-0-2, but his net worth does not reflect that by any means. He is all the way at the bottom of the course.
I think that it's, you know, been sort of a tough, like, 2 games back-to-back as well, as far as, like, Nigma hoping to, like, sync everything up together all at the same time, in terms of being able to, like, you know, hit their timings. It just feels like it hasn't happened.
They're just getting completely outmaneuvered, outplayed around the map. It feels like they have no answer. As now, onto high ground.
And, yeah, no answer indeed. Supreme's Courier does get taken out, but, I mean, there are 4 heroes outside the bases. The PL is hitting the tier 3 tower.
The tower's dying. Where's the Underlord? They need MC to slow down the push at the least. I
mean, everybody's away. MC comes on back now, throws it out, gets the deny on the tower.
But the tower's already gone.
Yeah, burning through mana. GH is being forced back to the base. There's still 3 heroes farming out on the map while racks are being taken. Nigma just do not appear interested at the moment in trying to take a fight. And I don't know when they want to, because this game's not going to last that much longer.
No, and they have less and less answers for this PL. Okay, they killed a courier with the quarterstaff, but their Rex is just dead for free. They didn't even have the opportunity to stop it. Amari's still just running around in the jungle farming.
Well, he's not even farming. He's catching the wave now.
He's catching some couriers as well, too. Now he's TPing back. But nearly 2 towers of full racks. It's kind of given for free Into the Breach.
before anything even really comes up as a contention. So
they're still going.
Otaker
is just like, okay, you guys can't push me out.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really that much of a concern. MC throws on out Pit of Malice. The spam is going to be there. Arrow just a little off the mark.
MC's
Yeah, he has to pop the Greaves right there. Amar, Invis.
Sumail is just dying to illusions as well.
He has a Shadow Blade. He wants to jump on in and immediately gets rooted, gets hexed. He's going to get jumped, going to get Snowball saved. When he comes out of this, things are still looking pretty scary. He has a BKB, but the jump in, almost enough for the kill. Managed to survive. The problem is, that was just to save them. They still can't save their racks. Silence.
Nothing for Otaker.
Nothing at all. He has got everything that he wants right now. Ugh. Not sure what ended up happening there, but cannot connect to control this PL. There is no answer right now. Pops the Manta. Nobody's been touched. And Amar heads back in with the Shadow Blade, which he bought all his time for. Can he find anybody here? It doesn't look like it. He finds the ward and then backs out.
Yeah, this Shadow Blade pickup is very interesting too. He's definitely not going to have like damage or control now for like the PL or anything like that, but I guess he's just like trying to get some types of extra forms of initiation. But as far as I saw, Kidaro bought a gem like 15 minutes ago, so they're going to see it. He's had this gem literally since 20 minutes.
That was how they got the Hex, I imagine, when he might have been down there.
Yeah, game
looking hard.
Game looking impossible. I mean, Sumail, he's got MKB, he's the damage, but no survivability whatsoever. PL gets on top of him, he's dead, and they're looking to go outside, try to catch them before they're set up, but this is into that Aegis. It's still 15 seconds.
They are all around this area already.
Into the breach is reading the movement too. Look at this.
They see the Mirana. There's the smoke broken. Can they bring him down in time? Spear, chase, Sumail looking for the kill, but the Greaves and the turn. It's going to be there. Supreme, he is not going to die, at least from that one. BKB, slight dodge. Otaker starting to whittle these heroes down. Amar, he has to pop the BKB, but the PL's still right on top of him. Sumail turns now onto Kidaro. Can't have enough there for the damage. Otaker, they just don't have an answer. The PL is amongst them.
He's running through them.
Ghost Scepter trying to keep him alive. Over to the side. MC is going to die. But Otaker has barely been touched. Amar, well, he tried to go for it. Stun connects now onto the Rubik. And eyes on the prize. Into the breach. Going to claim this tier 3 tower. Get both of these sets and racks. They do not have any way to deal with this.
No, that's definitely a game. You can literally see they can't even hurt this PL.
There's the Hex. Snowball save, trying to stop it. Immersion throwing out the sticky bombs. They are getting completely destroyed here on the side of Nigma Galaxy. They finally find the PL with the spear, but there isn't the follow-up because Sumail is already dead. With a butterfly already completed on that PL, he has enough damage, and GG is going to be called into the breach with the 2-0.
They destroyed them. I mean, they really just kind of danced around them and made this game look impossible. This last big PL looking great, but it's honestly the way that they played around it. They played with 4 heroes playing super aggressive to make the space, and Nigma never could actually get outside to even look for him whatsoever. That was clean.
Yeah.